Hey everybody, I'm Al McDonald. We're here in Garden River, beautiful country here we're going to be riding through today. We have some river crossings, some mud, some nice hills to go up and down, and it's time to go, so let's go. Well, jump in everybody. Away we go.
Okay, wait, the north.
Well, we've got a little bit of a tree down here that's going to hit the roof and the windshield, so we want to get that out of the way for the future passing here on the trail. This might take a little bit to start because I haven't had it running for a while. I dropped this thing going right underwater the other day. This is not how you're supposed to start it, but if you see how that tree's bent over like that, we got to be careful because it's going to be under load when we cut it. So we just want to put a light notch on the bottom side, and then we'll cut from the top down because we want to cut in the tension side of the tree, not the compression side of the tree. We'll just cut it in a couple short pieces. A little bit of trail etiquette, so we knock that tree down so it's not hitting you in the face as you drive by or scratching the windshield. It's low enough where it's going to hit you right in the windshield. And there's a few as you see through here, so that one there I couldn't break with my hands. A couple of the other ones I'll just push back out of the way. There. Now that that's out of the way, pretty good going there for a while. If you're not a band member, you need to get a permit or a pass where you can get them from the chief and council at the band office. When you get into these river systems close to lakes and rivers and where the beavers are, the beavers sometimes cut them sticks and they can be, sometimes they're maybe 12 inches high. They'll definitely take out a tire, or it gets stuck up underneath your suspension, and then you're into a lot of work to try to get that out of there. The river doesn't look too high right now, but I think I'm going to actually walk out and check. It's a little bit deceiving actually from the shore. I know at times you will go out and there could be a hole right there that you don't see that's too deep for the bike, and when you're in it, it's too late. Well, there's some big rocks out here I see. That could be trouble for some smaller bikes, but I think we'll be fine.
What the fuck is he doing? You took one for the team with that one,
It's some people question whether you should be crossing the rivers and stuff. I try to do it only when the fish are not in spawning, and this time of the year it's just before the salmon come up. They'll be spawning probably in the next month or so, and other than that, it's always nice to be along the river, but you got to be careful of the environment, and when you're out, you always pick up your garbage. You never leave garbage in the bush. You do see that from time to time, and I always try to pick it up, as everybody should do that. I'm just going to pull up here, and yeah, we're just going to wet the rad up a little bit, splash around there to get that mud, that layer of mud that gets on the rad. The longer you leave it, the worse it's going to get, and it's going to get hard. and you probably aren't going to get it off without some pressure behind it. Just make sure you don't leave them in the bush. You want to bring everything you bring in the bush, you want to bring out with you. You only leave tracks. That's the only thing you want to leave in the bush are tracks. Yeah. Yeah.
There's one.
Yeah, he's got one.
Fish on.
Yeah. He
Snagged him.
Oh, he
come
lost
off.
him.
He come off. Sorry.
So we're gonna go get some maple trees and make a like fork, and then you weave them through and put the fish in the middle, and then we can cook it right over without a frying pan or anything. Just cook it on the stick. Fish on a stick.
Whoa! Thank you. That's the best fish I caught in a while. Yeah.
Very nice.
There's lots of heat coming there now.
It's the structure they've been taught. We've been taught. The Western teachings, education system. If you're not living here, you don't belong here. So they live in town and they say, how come you come back? See, and that's a very discriminatory on our own people. And that's what I say, education is so important to our people. Not what you learn in the book or the school system. See, even today we're being denied our rights in school today. When I go to high school, I ask for smudge. I'm going to smudge. They told me I can't.
Yep.
So that system still sucks for, my opinion, it still sucks for our people. Everybody belongs here. It doesn't matter to me where they're from. If you don't live on Garden River, you don't belong here. And that system does not come from us. That system comes from the Department of Indian Affairs and all, works down through that way, to us. And they accept that. And that's the battle that we got to change that system to ours. And say, yes, that man or that woman does belong here. And a lot of them live in Sault Ste. Marie because there's no housing and they say there's no room. So I just tell that guy, go build over there. Let them go build where they want to. Belongs to everybody. And that's what we got to. We got to understand to work together, really. Like I say, tell them the truth and hey, let's face each other. Enough of that other shit. Tears us apart and separates us.
Okay, I selected low range. There's a great big hill here. Haven't been up here for a while, so it's pretty rough. There's a good washout here on my side, as you can see. I think we're, oh, there's a good hole there. Oh boy. Holy shit, we're gonna be winching out of this. Man, oh man. Sometimes it, it looks fine on top, but I think what happened here is the water eroded it and it looked like there was a good solid ground, and then in fact, it was undermined. So we're gonna be winching. I have a shorter cable with double loops and then a shorter strap too. It's only a couple feet long, but in this case, they'll save me pulling the cable out quite so far. Nice big maple tree here. Just happened to be in the right place. So I locked the winch, and you just give it a little tug like that to make sure it is actually locked in there. That's a 4,500 pound winch, and it's working to get that thing out of there. I'll wind it right in. That way it's got some weight and it keeps the cord going in nice and evenly on the reel. So this is one of the hazards when you're driving old trails and stuff, and I don't know how long this road's been here, but when you see the the water start running down the hills. This is a good size hill. This is something, you know, when you're driving down these old trails that don't get used often, you really got to be cautious of where you're going. You got to look ahead of you, you know, pick your lines, and don't drive excessively fast if you can't see. Greg, it's Al. I got to come and see you. I'll be in the shop soon.
Hey guys, for all of you that want to go play in the mud, we're going to go over a bunch of accessories that you might want to start adding to your bike to make that mud experience a lot more enjoyable. Things such as a winch in case you get stuck. You can get yourself towed out, whether it be off of another bike or a tree. Something else, a front bumper always helps in case you bang into something. But more importantly, a rad relocate kit, which allows us to change the location of the radiator from the front, lower front of the bike up high so it's out of the mud, it doesn't get plugged and therefore overheating the machine. Another thing you can add to it is a snorkel kit, which changes how deep in the mud and the water you can go before damaging your bike. So those are also available to be installed. Another accessory you can add to them is a lift kit, which just raises the height of the machine to give you more ground clearance. And combined with that, you can add bigger tires to the machine as well, with a lot more aggressive tire tread for those swampy mud holes.
Hey Greg, it's Al. You here?
Hey Al, how are you doing?
Good, yo. I kind of stood my bike up in a great big hole that and I think I got some grease coming out by the rear axle there now, so.
Okay, you probably ripped the boot off.
Oh, I'll bet you. That's probably what it was.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, let's
can
go
we go
take
have a look?
Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
thanks.
Let's go.